Hello, everyone. Here we have the pre-game prep, which somebody called my pre-pin meetup video. I love that. It's exactly what it is for the London Pen Show. This will probably be in a couple chunks. These are the pens I'm going to sell. These are the inks I'm swatching for friends. These are the vials I'm swatching them in. I've already sold these two TWSBIs, which are quite rare. One so that I could afford a sketching course, and the other one so I could buy something. Okay. So as you may know, if you watched previous videos, I'm only allowing myself to buy things with funds that I generate from selling things this year. That's kind of my rule. Just kind of tone down the excessive acquiring. These are the pens I'm going to sell. This is the Baynou Talisman Venus's Hair, and I'm selling this because I don't really reach for it. I've got the Love Story, which glows in the dark, which is a Euphoria, and I've got the Ambrosia Brown Orchid, which those are the ones I use all the time, and I just don't reach for this one, and I don't just need it to sit in a drawer. This is the Opus 88 Halo Linen Toolbar. Not sure if you can see that up there. I think this was exclusive to Yoseka, but I could be incorrect. I already have an Opus 88 with a size 5 nib that I'm madly in love with. I don't need this one. This is a Wing Sung 698 with a 14 karat fine nib. I bought it off somebody off Buy Sell Trade, and I used it once. I used it for like half a year in my 5-year journal, but I don't know. I forgot it existed. Since I forgot it existed, it can go. This is my Pelikan M405 at a 14 karat medium nib, and this one is just because I know I'm going to get like reamed in the comments, but I don't think I'm that into pelicans. At least not yet. And this one just looks like a classy pin for a classy person. That's not me. I'm not classy. I'm crazy. This one I'm selling purely to make money. Like if I didn't need money for things, I would probably just hang on to this because it is so gorgeous. Like I hope you could see that glowing. And I have these two, which I prefer. These colors are more my jam. But this is still really pretty. So if it doesn't sell, I'm not going to cry. I might reduce the cost and sell it to my friend. We'll see. This is a TWSBI 580. This is the extra fine nib, but I'm selling it with a fine and a medium nib as well. And that's purely because for some reason this grip is super uncomfortable for me. I don't know why. It just must be where I hold my pen. It's the VAC Mini doesn't bother me. The Mini doesn't bother me. The Ecos don't bother me. It's just this one I've never got along with. I used to have 3 580s, and this is the last one, and they're going. And I hung on to it because I thought I need one of every kind of TWSBI. Yeah, I don't really. No. This is the Persian Green Eco, and it is a medium nib. I have never used it. I bought off Buy Sell Trade because I thought I would really like the color, and I do really like the color, but I'm reducing my TWSBIs because I'm not using them right now, and so I just kind of feel like they don't need to be sitting in a pin case somewhere for the rest of their natural lives. This one I'm selling because it's classy again, kind of like the classy TWSBI, and I'm not really that classy. I'm keeping the black rose gold one because that one's just slightly more punk rock. And yeah, this one has a medium nib. Yeah, I mean, it's really pretty. I've never used it. Never used it. Don't even remember whether I got that new or off Buy Sell Trade, but I've never used it. This is a TWSBI Classic, in the sapphire colorway, and this is a medium nib, and I used this a lot. I loved this. This nib is gorgeous, but I'm not using it anymore since I got more pins. This is kind of one of my early pins, so I just kind of thought, let it go. Again, that was part of me needing one of every kind of model of TWSBI, and then I realized I'm not going to get that Draco. I'm not going to get any of those other kinds, so I'm not a TWSBI collector. This is the Mr. Pin Italics. This nib's a chonker. I'm not a chonker nib girl. So that's why this one's going. I mean, I might be able to switch out the nib or something, but I'm a bit lazy for that, so that's not happening. These two, did I already mention? Already sold. And that's the pregame prep for now. I'll put a video of everything all boxed up in the tote I'm bringing it in. And yeah, that's the plan. I just kind of made this video a little bit to prepare for the show, and a little bit to maybe let people who want to buy the pins see why I'm selling the pins, since I'm not going to be sitting at the table that they're being sold at. I will probably do a little bit more on this video of what my wish list is, like what I'm hoping to do at the pin show. And yeah, that is it. This is the tote I am bringing to sell my pins. Everything's already boxed up inside with labels. All the pins are labeled, which you'll see. Probably already seen already. Side pockets, have my ink sample thing and my protein bar. And then these are all the pins that are going to have nib grinds or some such thing done to them. Bear and look at them or something. All right, that's that tote. I like this tote too. I cannot remember where I got it. If I figure it out, I'll put it in the description because I love the stripes. Okay, last part. So, where did I put my plan? Here's my plan. And of course, I inked up a pin with that platinum, what is it? Chow Kuro? Before I went. Got it all over me, the desk, my Inkapet. I can tell you that it stains. Yes, it does. But I wouldn't have looked right if I went to the pin show without ink on my hands, right? Okay, so my plan for the pin show is sell 10 pins. I'm going to get Annabelle to grind this into something more interesting, because right now it's just an insanely, it's a Bach nib, and I'm not used to Bach nibs. They are really wet. Maybe something like stubby, just something with a little bit more flair. I think cursive smooth italic was what my friend was telling me to get. Anyways, I want to use this pin. I love this pin, and I love this nib with this pin. Like, it just belongs. And so, yeah, it's getting warmer, so that pin needs to come out. My either Baron or Phil is going to look at this vintage 9128 nib and see why it's scratchy on the upstroke, because I can't see it, even with my new phone magnifying lens. I still can't see it, so they're gonna look at it before I try and smooth it out and make sure the tines are aligned. And then I'm bringing my Franklin Christoph medium nib and my Opus 88 because I just figured that would be easiest to hold on to get a nib grind. But I'm probably going to get a broad, a Yovo broad, to have done as a reverse architect by Jose Manuera. Just see what his is like, because, just in case I don't make it to the San Francisco pin show. I'm going to get a Yovo 1.1 stub. I think I'm going full on into the Yovo nib swappable thing. I'm looking for a vintage Estabrook nib, either the 2314 or 9314, the stubby ones. I think it comes in fine, medium, and broad. Kind of don't care which one I find. I just want to find one for less than 50 pounds, which is what they're going for on eBay. I was going to get a 9048 or 2048, but I got one of those off eBay for a really good price. And that's on its way to me, so Birmingham Pink Company samples. They had them last year. There's like these ladies that have samples of just so much ink there. So if they have Birmingham, I'm going to hit it up as soon as I possibly can and get whatever Birminghams I don't have, because my birthday's coming up and my family wants to know what to get me, and I might want a Birmingham Pink Company bottle of ink because I've only got 2. Couple presents for friends. I'm not going to say what they are, just in case they watch my video. Some Mylar, I guess, for pin smoothing. I've got the micro mesh. I have all the, the stack of like little squares that you use for resin, which I have never used on my resin, but I have those, and I have the other stuff, the paper sheets. But somebody said I needed to get Mylar, so that's what I'm going to try and get. Also, some more blunt syringes, because I only have 1 tip left out of like 15. I don't know where these things go. One of my friends is selling a Franklin Christoph. I'm going to have a look at that. Might get that. Yeah, and I think that is it. Yeah, Baron and Phil are going to look at that nib. And or Phil. Somebody's going to look at that nib with eyeballs. That's my plan. Notice, other than the possible Franklin Christoph from TJ, there are no pins on here. So we shall see. We shall see how well I do. I have some money that I have some money that I have saved up from selling things in anticipation of the pin show. I had to spend some of my money to ship the packages for the people who won the giveaway, but that was all in part of the plan. So whatever's left, that's what I've got to play with. And then, whatever I get from selling those 10 pins, I'm going to try and use to go on trips maybe instead. Go to the Dutch Pin Show, see Cyan and a couple of other people, actually, that are on Simone's Discord. So that should be fun, because remember, I'm being more social this year. Or did I ever tell you that? Anyways, I'm all done. Okay, this is the prep. Bye.